Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Destro from G.I. Joe. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, Director Destro. Or is it Director Destro? Look, I'm not going to lie, I got a really cool toy and it's the director one, the one where he's got the leopard skin, you know, that one I got. The other ones couldn't get, so hopefully one day I'll be able to get them. But right now all I have is the leopard skin one. But and that was called Director Destro. I don't know, it's over there. I don't have it right here with me right now. But anyway, that's kind of why I was saying the director, because okay, look, we're drawing Destro. Let's just leave it at that. I don't know why I'm trying to explain everything. Let's just get going. Okay, so yes, from the G.I. Joe classified series. That's the idea behind these, because I really like this series. It's really awesome. I don't have the game, but you know, we'll see what happens. But I think that's what it's based on. There's a game that came out, and like I said, I don't have it yet. And I'm pretty sure they designed all this around that new game that happened. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm honestly guessing. But I've seen it, like, available for the Switch and whatnot, but I haven't gotten it. So maybe I'll get it. We'll check it out. But I know the designs are in there, so I don't know if it was made for it, but I know they're in it, and it looks super awesome. But I like this design anyway. I love this new take they did on it, and I think I'm going to talk about this every time. I always say this, and I say, oh, I know, I'm talking about it, but hey, you know what? I don't think anybody even listens to this. And even if you do, this could be your first time listening, so I'm just going to always talk. I've seen a lot of people complaining that well, this isn't my G.I. Joe, and it's not what I grew up with, and all this, and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? You know what I say to that? That's right. And too bad, and your time is done. It's time for new stuff. So I always say that and say, you know, I really love the design that they went in with this, because it needed it. And what I mean by that is I appreciate all the designs that are going into all this new stuff, like the new Black Series and whatnot, because I'll tell this story. I remember specifically my old Black Series, not my Black Series, my old Star Wars toys being very awesome and detailed and fantastic and whatnot. And then you go back and you look at them, and man, they are nothing like what I remembered. So, you know, it was time for a change. It was time for something new. So I really appreciate the new redesign and resculpt, because the stuff from when I grew up, man, it is bad. It is really, it's what they had at the time, and it's it. That's all they had to go by. You know, whoever designed it and made money off it, that kind of thing. But there wasn't a lot. They didn't put a lot of care into it. Well, I take that back. That's a horrible thing to say. They didn't put a lot of care into it. They didn't put a lot of detail into it, because, like I said, it's just what they made, and they cranked them out, and that's what we got. But like I said, going back and looking, oof, PU, they are stinkers. So I'm in a lot of communities that talk about this kind of stuff and read these things and see what's going on and try to stay up with what people are wanting and talking about, and, you know, trying to keep up with what you guys might want. And I see a lot of the original collectors, they're called the 3 3/4 collectors, man, they bash just about anything that's not the old stuff, the 3 3/4. They just attack it so hard that it's terrible and all this. Bring us back our 3 3/4. It's done. It's done. So anyway, now that they started redesigning and redoing all these Black Series and all this stuff, man, it is really, really awesome. And like I said, the fact that they're doing it is just a great way to renew it and give it new life and add that specific detail now that they can, you know. So I really like that. So anyway, what I'm saying with that is, that being said, I love what they're doing with this as well, because A, it needed it, and B, it's looking fantastic. It's looking so good, it's ridiculous. So, let me see what I can do here. So, let me talk about the drawing a little bit, just kind of talk out my process. Yeah, I'm going to have him holding his gun. Like this. And the underside, because I'm going to have him like, it's like this view. You know, that's kind of what we're looking at. So, you're basically looking at the underside of his gun, and as unfortunate as that is, because we're not getting to draw a lot of detail, it's okay. But it's just going to be this cool gold gun that he's got. There, awesome. Okay, so that being said, let's also draw his briefcase that he's got over here. Yeah, something like that. So I was trying to think of a good action pose for him, but I kind of almost think that Destro doesn't even need an action pose, you know? It's like he's in charge. He's got it under control. He's in charge. So yeah, so that's kind of where I was going with that, is that I wanted to do some kind of action pose, but I don't think he needs it. I just think this will work. You get the point across. So that being said, I think we might be ready. That's pretty good there. So let me extend the gun out a little bit, just a little bit. Seems a little short, although it is. You know, it is a stubby little gun. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, let's do that. Let me erase some of the sketch lines, and we'll move on to the Sharpies. But I gotta be careful because the sketch worked really well. Normally, I erase the sketch lines and keep the confidence lines. But the sketch worked, so I didn't have to get too confident. I was confident with my sketch. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to erase a little bit, just so the Sharpie stands out, not the pencil line. And make sure that I leave myself enough that I can see what I'm doing and see where I'm going. Alright, I think that's going to work right there. So let's welcome everybody that skipped. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than a fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough of a guide to get us going. So you know the pose, you know where we're going. I'm going to go straight into this. I'm going to start off with the eyes and just have them scowling at you. You know, kind of beady little Destro eyes. You know, something like that. Just beady little eyes. And I don't really want to draw the bottom, because color is going to take care of a lot of it, so I'm just going to do like I normally do. Just kind of go in from the sides just a little bit. And also, yeah, because it's a chrome head, color is really going to take care of a lot of this. So I'm just going to kind of play around with some lines. Let's go ahead and draw him a nose line like this. But like I said, because it's going to be chrome, there's a lot that's going to be taken care of with color. Okay, so even though I'm going to go ahead and give him a bottom lip, I'm not going to worry about the top, because like I said, again, color. Those will take care of a lot of this. So right here's his jaw, up to his cheekbone. And I am going to also start to thicken this up as I go too, because, sorry, I just want to get that a little darker. Because when I switch over to this Sharpie, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm just going to kind of match what's about to happen. You don't have to if you don't want to, because you're probably working with pencil. But I'm just letting you know why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Okay? The side of his head. Draw his ear out like this. And again, I'm leaving his face pretty blank because color, you know? It's all about color right now. It's gonna be fun kind of trying to figure out the chrome on this. Alright, top of his head coming down. I'm gonna thicken it up just a little bit and maybe try to clean up some of the bumps. If I don't, no big deal. And until I color it while we do this, he's just gonna look like a bald guy in a suit. That's really it. I want to do a lot more, but again, I kind of want to do that with color. Let me see, because he's got some really cool lines like on the side right here and then going up, but yeah, let's wait on color on that. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to, I'm going to do some of his collar. Then he's got a chain with a jewel there, but let's define a few things first and then I'll get to that. So I'm going to draw his neck, then his like choker collar type thing, and let's do the edge of his collar, right? I'm doing a little higher than he's got, but I'm going for that dramatic effect. Here to the center. That. And let's go ahead and switch over and I'll show you what I'm going to do for the chain. So it's a chain. Oh, actually, it's got an edge here. Let me go ahead and do that so I can kind of define the look here. I'm going to go a little thicker here because I think that line's too thin. Something like that. And it's got like a cobra look to it, and I kind of want to do that with color. I keep saying that. I want to do that with color. Let's just draw what I was going to draw. So I'm going to draw his little jewel here. Something like that. It's here on his chain. So I'm just going to do like the regular old side chain. And see how I'm spacing it out. And I'm going to reconnect. Nothing too crazy, new fancy. It's just a chain look. Okay, so we do the same thing here. Out. Space. 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 Connect. Center. Connect. Center. And like that around the side. So that also lets me close this off to the edge of his collar here. We'll go ahead and do some lines. Can't help it. It's too good. It's too good. All right. Okay. So for his jacket, he's got I got this arm up and this one down. So let's go ahead and raise this arm up, or lift the shoulder because the arm is raised up a little bit. And he's got an armor piece on it too. So I'm going to draw that. That'll also help connect, or help define the edges of where we are. So his arm is going to be raised. There's the edge down to his elbow. And he's got a gauntlet on. So we're going to draw a piece like that. Come up here to his wrist. Give it a little bit of edge, kind of to define it. Something like this. And there is a top like shoot 'em off rocket type kind of thing, but we can't see it from this angle. So all we're really going to do is that. Okay, let me define a few things or play with some lines here. Not so much defining as accenting is what this is. Okay, so then his arms will come out like this. I'm pretty sure that's just suit here, so I'm not too worried about definition. And let's see, let's make like that armor across. Add something in like this. There you go. It's got kind of a metal manufactured look. Okay, awesome. Alright, so his hand, you're looking at it from the bottom view like that. So we're looking at this part, and then this is all going to kind of disappear around the gun. But basically, we're just drawing this as defined, and the rest is wrapped up in the gun. So the handle is going to be sticking out a little bit more like that. Hands back here. So that means his pinky is wrapped around like this. The other fingers are wrapped around like that as well. We'll say his thumb is kind of up like that on it. Then I can draw the back of the gun. And then we're going to say the trigger goes back here. So that means his middle finger, or index finger, the trigger finger is going through the trigger like that. I'm going to draw the inside of the gun, or underside of the gun, sorry. And I'm just kind of making it up because we're looking at the bottom side, so it's not as defined anyway. We're just kind of looking at the way it looks and what else it might have from the underside, you know? Okay. Let me connect a few things here. Maybe give it a little bit of a seam line like it was manufactured. I'm all about manufacturing, right? Make it look like it was created. Okay, that's pretty much all we can do. There you go. Once we color it in, it's going to look really awesome. Let me give him some big old knuckles. Alright. Awesome. Alright, so let's draw his chest. Since he is turned this way, that means his chest is in front of this arm. So let's go ahead and draw it down and define it. And then we can come back for the arm. So I'm going to go ahead and give him some muscles to his belt. Something like that. And he does have, let's go ahead and close this off. He does have some design on the inside too. Like that, and then it's got like a very specific, almost like we're doing there, kind of like this tech look for their armor slash, what do you call it, cloth, I guess. You know, kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Armor tech type kind of thing. Okay, most of it's colored in black anyway, so we're not going to see much of it. But it gives us a little bit of texture and a little bit of something fun to draw. Okay. Awesome. And let's do the lines like we did there, just to kind of define a little bit, or what did I say before? Complement. Not define, but complement. All right, awesome. Okay, so this arm is just going to be hanging down, holding his briefcase, and it's pretty much the same thing. Just we're going to call it the shoulder tech, in the bicep down to his forearm. There's his elbow, and there's that armor piece. So pretty much the same thing. It's kind of coming down like that, and he's holding his briefcase. So you know he's going to work. He's got stuff to do. Let's see, the handles come down like like that. Come down this way. And quick briefcase. And it's got a little bit of tech on it, so we're gonna kind of define just a little bit of the edge. But also, again, it's just a briefcase, so don't worry too much about it. I'll just do something like that to kind of make it like a tech briefcase, you know? Because he is super cool and awesome, but you know, it's just a briefcase. Alright, something like that. Alright, let's add some detail to make it stand out. So, I'm going to draw kind of like I did over here. We're going to give him some edges. Just to, you know, like make it, like I said, what did I call it before? Like a tech. Armor tech. That's what we called it. Maybe that's what I'm going to start calling everything from now on. Let's give it like a real armor tech. Because I was trying to decide what to actually call the G.I. Joe armor tech, because it does. It looks like armor, like space armor, like it should be like some kind of specific space stuff, but it's not space stuff. You know, it's G.I. Joe, not Spaceman Joe. There you go. Just trying to define some kind of you know, edge to his briefcase here, something like that. So let's do a cobra. Let's do something like this. I mean, I should probably be doing it with color, but we're here, so let's go ahead and just do some artistic look to it. Something like that. Okay? There we go. Awesome. Okay, so now it's just a belt. Let's see, I did kind of make it look like kind of a little bit of a tech belt, so let's continue that. Space tech. No, what did I call it? Armor tech. That's it. Armor tech belt. It's got an armor look to it. It's a little technical. But it's almost like it's just design fancy, you know? It's like, well, what does that do? Well, nothing. Hold my pants up. But it looks cool. Alright. Okay, so he does have a bunch of pouches on this now. Remember, I'm going by the toy and the new design, so he's got a bunch of pouches on this leg only. So I'm going to make sure I draw an attachment down to it. And basically pouches. So I'm going to draw one big one here like this. Okay. Then we're going to do another one over here, like to the side. Like that, and then it's going to strap across. And I've done my sketch, so I know about where it's going to be. And let's see, I'm going to add just a little bit of extra detail. This. Again, just to kind of, what did we say before? Compliment. Just to compliment it. Oh, what a nice belt you have. Well, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Okay. I'm going to put a little latch right there. Okay, I'm probably going to get too much detail and just a little strap across his leg. But hey, you know, that's what we're here for. You know, the fun stuff. Okay, so that means I'm going to draw his bends in his leg like this. So his crotches. We're going to say his belt is right there. Let's go ahead and do the leg, then we'll come to this one. So I'm going to come over here down to his knee pad. And it's just a big old square. Not square. That's not a square at all, right? Like, why am I calling it that? A trapezoid? I don't know. Look, I'm an artist. I'm not a mathematician. Okay, I'll add some more detail in a second. Let's just go ahead and draw all the way down. So again, his boot, kind of like his arm, is armor tech. So I'm gonna add specific stuff random stuff though, just to kind of come up with some kind of armor tech look. And then it's going to go across the shoe. It's pointed right at you. Alright, so let's add some detail. Let's start with the top of the leg and add some creases and folds to where his legs are stretching out his pants. Just because he's in a wide stance like this. But you know, that's what I like to do. That whenever they have a wide stance, I really like adding creases and folds because it makes it look like it's used. You know. Okay, so for the armor tech, let's just do some kind of like, almost like he's got. Let's see, these look like they're going across down at the bottom. Again, I'm kind of going by the toy, and then there's some crazy stuff happening in here. And when I say crazy, it's just, I mean, I'm trying to draw what I see. And because it's all over the place, I'm calling it crazy. But it looks awesome. It looks really cool. Okay. Alright. There we go. Something like that. So he's got a couple of straps across his boot. And his shoe is very specific. It's got like a line coming down like that. Looks really cool. I just want to make sure we put that in there. Alright, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so we're going to do the next leg. This one's just spread out the other way. Going down. No knee pad. I mean, no knee pad. No leg. What do you call them? Pouches. No leg pouches. Knee pad. Something like that. So where it's attached back there. So I can do his other leg coming in like this. Down to his boot with armor tech. Again, just kind of playing around with, let's do some in, out, all over the place, just to kind of, you know, play off the design of armor tech. All right. Again, I'm gonna finish up his pants here with some creases. All right. And again, a lot of that's going to be black. You know, his whole outfit is pretty much just a black look, so don't worry too much about whether you got the exact lines like I did, because I'm going to color it all in black anyway. Alright, and for this, let's see, we can do, I'll try to do like what I did over there, but I'm not worried about it if it's not exact. Because like I said, it's such a crazy look, it's almost impossible to recreate the side of it without actually looking at something, you know? Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So for his shoe, let's see, I had a strap going across. And then there was a line, and that kind of defines that right there. And there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So from G.I. Joe, that is Destro.
So here's my colored version. You can color it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.